Alright guys, today I'm going to show you how to properly modify your rollers in order to decrease the roller weight. A lot of people call it lightening the rollers or drilling your rollers. If you'll look, you'll notice the roller has a perfectly flat edge on one side, and on the other side it has a depressed ring. The depressed ring side is the one we need to try and focus on. I've got my razor blade here, and it's pretty simple how to take these things apart. What you do is you want to take your razor blade and trim right at the edge of that ring, because what it is that's where they press the lip of this thing down to seal your metal sleeve in here. So what you do is you just take your razor blade and you want to trace around this ring right here, and I'll show you. You can feel it when your razor blade goes in just far enough. You'll feel it hitting the edge of that metal ring, and you just kind of trace it all the way around. And the reason we want to do it like this is because a lot of folks will just take the roller and they'll bust it up trying to hammer that ring out, and well, you lose the shape of your roller. You see, your roller is a certain width and it fits down in the roller valleys just so that they don't sit in there and rattle back and forth. And so you want the thing to keep its original width. You don't want to just cut this whole side of the roller off to try and get that ring out. You just want to cut the depressed part of this ring out, and then you expose the metal ring of the roller. And what you do to get it out is you just cut this side out. So you flip it over and you take a 16mm metric 3/8 socket, which fits right in there, and you just give it a little tap. You hear that it bottomed the metal out, and what it's doing is it's starting to push that ring out. And then you can take and do the same thing. I've got my vise set up to where it just allows the metal ring to fall straight through. You see, you just tap it on through. Just like that, and it taps your metal ring out, and it doesn't destroy your roller, so that when you go to press this thing back in just a few minutes, when you get ready to, after you drill your holes in it, all you have to do is press it back in there and squeeze it tight with a vise, and it'll push it back together. Or you can take it and drive it in with your socket again. But I'll show you here. On these rollers, what you'll do is you'll mark, if you're doing 4 holes opposing each other, mark your 4 lines and drill your holes dead in the center of the roller where your lines are. If you're going to do your 5 lines, draw your star shaped pattern on the outside of the roller, mark your lines over on the inside, and drill your hole right in the middle. There's so many different ways to do it. You can do 2 holes or 3 holes or 4 holes or 5 holes, whatever you like. Depends on what kind of weight you're going for. But it just depends on what kind of base weight your roller is and what you're really going for. Now after you get your holes drilled, this is obviously not drilled, but after you get your holes drilled, you can just tap this thing back in there just like so. And then that's just like nothing ever happened. It's in there tight enough. The sleeve, the plastic sleeve, is going to hold that metal ring in, so you don't have to worry about it coming back out. And since the roller is still its original width, it's not going to rattle around in the roller valley. You haven't you haven't decreased the structural integrity of the actual sheath itself. It's just like nothing ever happened to it. You put it back in there and you're ready to go.